Our daily Bible reading and devotion for April 15th. Our reading today comes from the Gospel of Luke chapter 12, beginning in verse 41. Peter said, "Lord, are you telling this parable for us or for all?" And the Lord said, "Who then is the faithful and wise manager whom his master will set over his household to give them their portion of food at the proper time? Blessed is that servant whom his master will find so doing when he comes. Truly I say to you, he will set him over all his possessions. But if that servant says to himself, 'My master is delayed in coming,' and begins to beat the male and female servants, and to eat, and to drink, and to get drunk, the master of that servant will come on a day when he does not expect him, and in an hour he does not know, and will cut him in pieces, and put him with the unfaithful. And that servant who knew his master's will, but did not get ready or act according to his will receive a severe beating. But the one who did not know and did what deserved a beating will receive a light beating. Everyone to whom much was given, of him much will be required, and from him to whom they entrusted much, they will demand the more. I came to cast fire on the earth, and would that it were already kindled. I have a baptism to be baptized with, and how great is my distress until it is accomplished. Do you think that I have come to give peace on earth? No, I tell you, but rather division. For from now on, in one house there will be 5 divided, 3 against 2, and 2 against 3. They will be divided, father against son, and son against father, mother against daughter, and daughter against mother, mother-in-law against her daughter-in-law, and daughter-in-law against mother-in-law." He also said to the crowds, "When you see a cloud rising in the west, you say at once, 'A shower is coming,' and so it happens. And when you see the south wind blowing, you say, 'There will be scorching heat,' and it happens. You hypocrites, you know how to interpret the appearance of earth and sky, but why do you not know how to interpret the present time? And why do you not judge for yourselves what is right? As you go with your accuser before the magistrate, make an effort to settle with him on the way, lest he drag you to the judge, and the judge hand you over to the officer, and the officer put you in prison. I tell you, you will never get out until you have paid the very last penny." Our devotional thoughts for today. Have you ever heard the saying, "Never discuss politics or religion with mixed company"? Many have found this out the hard way. If there is one commonality of the two, it is this: people are polarized by the discussion of politics and religion. Why? Well, it involves one's personally held convictions or opinions. And it's not always easy to distinguish between convictions and opinions. Often you will find families that hold to certain beliefs, yet within the family one can find variations that are within tolerances. Occasionally you will find families that are split over such beliefs. Sometimes it may be a generational attitude that exists. Children depart from their parents' tradition simply because they are launching out on their own in an effort to find truth. It is not uncommon for this to happen in hopes of proving to parents that they are individuals capable of independent thought. In our passage today, we find what Jesus referred to as much more than growing pains, especially in the area of faith. Countries, cultures, regions, and families will be torn apart on the issue of this new religion called the Way. How tragic it would be for those who would have to risk relationships and even life itself to hold to the faith that Jesus would require those of the kingdom to possess. When Jesus speaks of the baptism he is to undergo, he refers to the suffering that awaits him in Jerusalem. The same suffering that he cautions James and John that they too will undergo. In Mark 10, verses 38 and 39, Jesus said to them, "You do not know what you are asking for. Are you able to drink the cup that I drink, or to be baptized with the baptism which I am baptized?" And they said to him, "We are able." And Jesus said to them, "The cup that I drink, you shall drink, and you shall be baptized with the baptism with which I am baptized." How unfortunate it is that the salvation of man should come with such strife and division. Even today, such divisions exist. And a question for the day: have you experienced division in your family over attitudes of beliefs of faith? And a thought to meditate on this day: we are to be known as peacemakers in the kingdom. To that end, we ought not spread strife. Yet in matters of faith, it is sometimes unavoidable. Those are our thoughts for today, April 15th.